Now I would demonstrate how to export a board and schematic from our tool into DesignSpark. Normally, when you would export a library, you would click on File, Export Options, select DesignSpark, and click Export. Well, it's a little bit different with a board and schematic file. This time you will go over to Tools, scroll down to Board and Schematic Viewer, click on it, and we're going to load a TI Webbench file. So I will begin with loading a board. Okay, and once you click on your board, it will pop up in this window, and another window will appear with it. This window is for the schematic, and right now we don't have a schematic, we're just loading the board, so that's going to be empty. But here's the board that I'm loading and the one that I want to export, so I'll just exit out of that. Next, you want to click DesignSpark and select Export to Selected Tools. Once you do that, you see where your board is, the new exported location, and because I have my DesignSpark on a different machine, on a VM, I'm going to move my file over to my VM and drag my VM over so you can see it. Okay. Next, I'll open up DesignSpark. And when you open up your DesignSpark, all you have to do is click on File, Open, and find your folder. Here's my folder. Then you want to open the .eip file. Click OK. And as you see, your board is loaded into DesignSpark. Okay, now there's a similar process for the schematic file. To go back to okay, exit back, and I'll just start all the way over. First we're gonna go to Tools, Board and Schematic Viewer, load a TI Webbench file, but this time we want to load a schematic. So here's my schematic test file. Click OK, and as you see, similar to the last time when we loaded the board, the schematic will appear and the board file will be empty because we're just loading the schematic. So we're going to exit out of that, and we want to highlight again DesignSpark, export to selected tools, and I'm going to take my folder and move it over to my virtual machine once again. And drag it over. Okay, but it's a little bit different this time. Here's my folder where my schematic file is. Instead of opening DesignSpark like we did last time, I want to close DesignSpark out. And I want to highlight the dsl.dss.ch file. I want to highlight this file, and I'm going to drag this file over to the DesignSpark icon. And once I do that, DesignSpark should open. And it will open with the schematic file loaded. Now you have to do the schematic file this way. You don't have to do the PCB file this way, but you do have to do the schematic file this way.